That's a tough act to follow. Okay. Late last night, when I was thinking of what to write my senior speech about, no. Late last night I wasn't even here. But this speech was due a week ago. But I hope it kind of seems like I did write it last night. Because, I did take a while to write this. I was meant to turn it in a week ago today, but I turned it in 3 days late. I don't know if I should be admitting this out loud, but I figured I'd be honest with all of you. So, this is it. Some people might claim that they know what they're going to talk about in their senior speech years before it happens, and I actually used to be one of those people. I thought I knew what I was going to talk about here, probably as early as freshman or sophomore year, but things changed. I changed. I mean that literally. I was one of the 3 seniors voted most changed since freshman year. The things I valued even just a few years ago aren't the same things I value today. It's just a fact of life that people change as they get older. Certain things will always stay the same, but taste, personality, and interests can shift incredibly often, especially as a teenager. And I know this is a cliche to say, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to write my senior speech about. And that was really just because I felt so disconnected from the younger version of myself, who was so sure. So I decided to write my speech about what I was thinking about in the shower the night before I started writing this. I mean, hey, it's original, right? If it's not, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Anyways, showering brings out the philosopher in me, I guess, because I was thinking about what happens after we die. Every culture and religion has its own explanation. An afterlife, reincarnation, ghosts, whatever. But nobody can actually tell us what's going to happen to us after we die. We can't ask people who are dead, of course, and we only know what happens after we die ourselves. That uncertainty is one of the scariest parts, honestly. What if there's nothing after we die? What if, after our lives end, that's it, and we just cease to exist ever again? To me, the other thing that's scary about dying is who and what we leave behind. Friends, family, a partner, anyone I care about and who cares about me will all get left behind. I can't take them with me. Well, I guess I could, but it's a little immoral. And they can't keep me with them when it's time for me to go. Leaving high school is scary for the same reasons. In this case, of course, there's plenty of people to tell me about what life after high school was like for them. But there's no real way to tell how it will go for me. No matter what college I choose, I'll be moving halfway across the country, away from the school I've been going to since 6th grade, my friends, and my family. Sure, it's a little silly and dramatic to compare going off to college to death, but in a way it is a death of sorts. It's the end of an era, and there's nothing in front of me but unknowns. Even my senior speech seemed like a big, looming question mark from the moment the times were announced. As much as I'd like there to be, there's no easy fix for all of this. It's a big change, and I have to take that leap believing that something good will come out of this. And the thing is, I do. Maybe I didn't even have that conviction when I started working on my senior speech, but I guess I must have gained some peace of mind in the 2 or 3 days it took me to write this. It shouldn't really surprise me, I suppose. This year's been full of moments like this where I've realized that, well, this isn't such a big deal in the grand scheme of things. All in all, I think what I want you to take away from this, if anything, is this. It's great to put in a ton of effort and give it your all, but you also have to know when to give yourself a break. When you look at what's ahead, take a breath, let yourself relax, and understand that your future doesn't have to be something you're scared of. It may seem daunting, but as cheesy as it sounds, life is what you make of it, so make it good. Now for thank yous. Thank you to my parents for supporting me, even when I didn't want it. And this is really hard to say, so bear with me. Appreciate it. I love you. Thank you to my sister, Taylor, who is not here. That's her loss. We don't get along on most days, to be honest, and we have practically nothing in common. but I'll miss you. I wouldn't want any other sister. I put in a note to remove this if she wasn't here, but I figured I'd just say it anyway. Thank you to my teachers for pushing me and making all of this worth it. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you all shaping me into it. Thank you to my friends, most of whom you've already heard from earlier today. I'll miss you a lot, and I'm glad I knew you. I'm lucky you were in my life. Seniors, how's it feel being in best grade? Yeah. Everyone else?